There is a specific kind of tired that has nothing to do with sleep. You know this feeling all too well. Your shoulders are tight. The weight of the world sits heavily upon you. And every morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already waiting for you before you even open your eyes. You push through your day. You smile for everyone around you. But inside you are exhausted. You have done everything society told you to do. You work incredibly hard. You set the goals, and you put in the hours while the rest of the world is resting. Yet the financial breakthrough you were promised never seems to arrive. It feels as though you are driving a car with the emergency brake pulled tight. You push the pedal, but you go nowhere. You just burn your engine. I am here to tell you a truth that will change everything. This is not a lack of effort. You do not have a motivation problem, and you certainly do not lack the intelligence to build wealth. Society wants you to believe that you are just not grinding hard enough, but they are lying to you. Your exhaustion is a symptom of a much deeper conflict running beneath the surface. Deep within the architecture of your mind, there is a hidden mechanism. It operates silently in the shadows. While you are busy reading books and making plans, this unseen force is quietly deciding your reality. We call it the subconscious mind, but you should think of it as a tireless contractor. It builds exactly what it is told to build without question. Most people believe that when they go to sleep, their brain simply shuts off. They think sleep is merely a pause button for human life. But this is a dangerous misconception. Your conscious mind rests, but your subconscious goes into absolute overdrive. The dark hours of the night are when the most critical programming of your life takes place. You are always building. Look at the average man. The drifter finishes his day and crawls into bed. What is his final thought before he closes his eyes? He thinks about the bills he cannot pay. He worries about the economy. He replays every embarrassing mistake he made that day. He bathes his mind in a frequency of absolute scarcity and fear right before he crosses into the dream state. This is the tragedy of the drifter. When he falls asleep with worry on his mind, he hands a blueprint of poverty to his subconscious contractor. And the contractor does not judge the blueprint. It simply goes to work. For 8 unbroken hours, his mind is actively building a reality of lack for him to wake up in. He is literally programming his own financial failure. You wonder why your conscious efforts yield no fruit? It is because your conscious mind operates for 16 hours, but your subconscious overrides it with the exact opposite instructions. You cannot outwork a misprogrammed mind. You cannot affirm wealth in the morning if you marinate in poverty every single night. The mathematics of the universe simply do not work that way. Let this realization wash over you right now. It is not your fault that you are stuck. You were never taught how to operate the machinery of your own mind. You were handed a flawed operating system by the world. The media and the people around you installed a program of severe limitation. They taught you how to survive, but they never taught you how to conquer. But today marks the absolute end of your survival mode. You are not a drifter. You are the creator. And the creator takes absolute dominion over his mental environment. To build generational wealth, you must first secure the perimeter of your mind. You must become the ruthless gatekeeper of your thoughts, especially in the final golden moments before you fall asleep. The state just before sleep is a sacred threshold. It is the twilight zone where the conscious mind surrenders control. Whatever idea you plant in this fertile soil will take root instantly. If you plant a seed of doubt, you will harvest a forest of debt. But if you plant a seed of absolute certainty, the universe must align to bring it forth into your physical reality. Stop blaming the economy for your financial state. Stop looking outward for the magical solution. The wealth you seek is already waiting for you. It is hovering just outside your current frequency, but you are blocking it with the invisible shield of your own subconscious anxiety. You must dismantle this shield tonight. You must command your frequency with ruthless intent. How do you think the titans of industry built their massive empires? Do you think they spent their nights worrying about minor inconveniences? No. The 1% understand the unbending law of subconscious programming. They use the night to strictly instruct their minds. They commission wealth and clarity, while the rest of the world sleeps in total blind fear. Every night you go to sleep without intention is a night utterly wasted. It is a night you allow the world to dictate your destiny. You are handing the pen to strangers and asking them to write your story. This must end immediately. You must reclaim the pen. You must become the sovereign commander of your mental architecture before another day passes you by. Important note: before we go deeper into this mechanism, you must prepare yourself. Read the description below this video to aid you in achieving the optimum results. This knowledge is not for the passive listener. It is for the man who is ready to execute. If you just want to feel good for 10 minutes, this is not the place for you. We are building an empire here. The drifter dreams of a better tomorrow. The creator designs it tonight. You have identified the invisible enemy blocking your money. You now know that the real battle is fought in the dark hours. But knowing the enemy is only the first step. You must now learn the exact scientific laws that govern this nightly phenomenon. You cannot win a game if you do not know the rules. You must understand the specific brainwaves that unlock the vault of your limitless potential. There is a precise frequency where wealth is no longer chased, but magnetically attracted. How do you tune your mind to this exact frequency? How do you command the universe to deliver abundance while you rest? The answer lies in the deep architecture of your brain. How did the greatest minds in human history build their massive fortunes? They did not work 24 hours a day. They understood a fundamental law of the universe that the masses completely ignore, and they used this secret to manipulate reality itself. Wealth is not a physical object you chase. It is a specific energetic frequency that you must embody. The drifter believes money is paper and coins. He exhausts his physical body trying to catch it. But the creator knows that money is merely a byproduct of his internal state. Everything in this universe operates on vibration and resonance, which means your mind is constantly transmitting a signal into the void. If your internal frequency is tuned to scarcity, you will magnetically repel wealth. This is exact science. Modern neuroscience has finally caught up to the ancient wisdom of the builders. Your brain is essentially a massive biological broadcasting station, and it constantly emits electrical waves based on your dominant thoughts. Throughout the day, it operates in a state called beta. Beta is the frequency of waking consciousness, logic, and severe stress. When you are in beta, your conscious mind is fully awake. It acts as a strict guard at the door of your subconscious. If you try to tell yourself you are rich while your bank account is empty, the beta mind will instantly reject the command. It will call you a liar. This is why daytime affirmations usually fail for the average man. But as the sun sets and you lie down in bed, something miraculous happens. The strict guard begins to grow tired. As you relax, your brain waves slow down into a state called alpha. You feel calm and detached from the physical world around you, allowing the heavy burdens of the day to finally slip away. And just before you cross the threshold into sleep, you enter the theta state. Theta is the gateway to your infinite potential. In this delicate twilight phase, the conscious guard is completely asleep. The vault of your subconscious mind is left wide open. Whatever frequency you hold in your mind during theta will be accepted as absolute truth, because the logical filter is no longer active. The subconscious does not argue or demand physical proof. It simply obeys. This is the hidden mechanism that controls your entire life. If you enter theta while worrying about your debts, you program poverty into your nervous system. Your subconscious accepts the frequency of lack as a direct command. It then spends the deep delta sleep cycle locking this poverty consciousness deep into your cellular memory. You are literally ordering the universe to keep you broke. Listen to me carefully. The drifter destroys his own life during the exact window when he could be saving it. But the creator uses the theta brainwave to conquer reality. He understands that the subconscious mind is a fertile garden, and he refuses to let the weeds of fear grow there. He deliberately plants the seeds of immense wealth right before the delta phase takes over. Delta is the frequency of deep restorative sleep. In this state, your brain physically wires new neural pathways. It uses the specific instructions you delivered during the theta window to reconstruct your identity. If you gave it a blueprint of wealth, your brain literally rebuilds itself, to perceive opportunities that the average man is completely blind to. You wake up as a fundamentally different man. The world will call you lucky. They will say you were born with an unfair advantage, but they will never understand the silent work you do in the dark. They do not know about the biological reprogramming happening in your brain because they are too busy complaining about their external circumstances. They are victims of their own chaotic frequencies. You are the architect of your destiny. Science has proven that your reality is just a mirror of your dominant brainwaves. You are not a physical body moving through a physical world. You are a field of energy moving through a field of infinite possibilities. When your theta frequency matches the vibration of abundance, the physical money has no choice but to manifest into your life. This is not a theory. This is universal law. Every time you drift to sleep, you are either reinforcing the prison or building the palace. There is no neutral ground. The brain is always listening. The subconscious is always recording, and it will execute whatever emotional state you hand over before sleep. Are you sending a signal of supreme confidence, or are you broadcasting anxiety? Take control tonight. Stop what you are doing and listen. This is the exact reason why your hard work has not paid off. You have been fighting a losing battle on the conscious plane. You spend your days sweating for dollars, but you spend your nights commanding the universe to keep you entirely broke and miserable. You must stop this catastrophic self-sabotage. It ends right here. You must align your conscious desires with your unconscious programming. This requires discipline. It requires you to act like a sovereign commander over your own mental state. When you master the theta state, you literally reprogram the hardware of your brain to become a money magnet that pulls wealth effortlessly. The struggle stops. The receiving finally begins. We have established the mechanism of the mind. You now understand the biological laws that govern your reality. The invisible enemy is no longer a mystery to you. But knowing the science is useless if you do not know how to apply it, because knowledge without disciplined action is just another form of drifting. The drifter stops at theory. The creator demands the exact method of execution. How did the Titans actually do it? What were the specific mental habits they used to manipulate the theta gateway? They did not leave their success to chance. They used a profound nightly ritual to dictate terms to the universe, ensuring their subconscious minds were always working to build their massive empires. And that brings us to the most crucial distinction. You are about to witness the true difference. You think your lack of money is a result of bad luck. You believe the economy is designed against you. But here is the truth no one will tell you. Your financial exhaustion is not a curse from the outside world, because it is the direct harvest of the very thoughts you entertain before sleep. You are literally commanding the universe to keep you broke. Look closely at the nightly routine of the average man. The drifter finishes his day and immediately seeks distraction. He stares at bright screens until his eyes burn. He consumes fear from the news and drama from the lives of strangers. His mind is completely scattered. And in this state of chaotic noise, he finally collapses into his bed without a single conscious intention. What happens next is the ultimate tragedy. As his brain enters the delicate theta state, the drifter replays his deepest anxieties. He worries about the bills he cannot pay and the enemies he cannot defeat. He feels the crushing weight of his failures. And he hands this exact vibration to his subconscious mind right before deep sleep takes over for the night. Stop what you are doing and listen. Do you understand what this actually means? The drifter is actively destroying his own future while he sleeps. He uses the most powerful manifestation window of the day to build a prison for himself. He begs for wealth during the day, but he strictly demands poverty during the night while his guard is down. It is utter madness. Now look at the Creator. The Creator understands that his mind is an empire, and an empire must be protected by a ruthless gatekeeper. The 1% do not consume random noise before sleep. They completely disconnect from the chaos of the masses because they embrace the quiet. The Creator uses the final moments of his day to deliberately program his reality. How did a man like Thomas Edison invent the modern world? He did not rely on conscious effort alone. Edison famously used his sleep states to solve complex problems. He would instruct his subconscious mind precisely before drifting off. He commanded his inner mind to find the answers, and he woke up with brilliant solutions already formed in his brain. Andrew Carnegie built the largest steel empire in history from absolute nothing. He did not do this by worrying about his debts at night. Carnegie operated with a definite chief aim. He planted the vivid image of his massive wealth into his subconscious mind every single night. He acted as the sovereign commander of his own mental frequencies while the masses slept. These titans knew that wealth is an internal projection. They never allowed the external world to pollute their theta state, but you let every random thought dictate your vibration. You let the opinions of average people keep you awake at night. You must stop playing the victim to your own unmanaged mind, because your poverty is a choice you make every evening. There are two kinds of men in this world: the consumer who lets society dictate his fate, and the builder who forces reality to bend to his will. The drifter accepts whatever thoughts float into his head. He is a victim of circumstance. But the Creator stands at the door of his subconscious with a sword, and he allows nothing negative to enter his temple. When the drifter wakes up, he feels exhausted. He dreads the day ahead of him. His subconscious has spent 8 hours reinforcing his limitations. The world feels heavy and hostile. He drags himself to a job he hates, completely blind to the infinite opportunities around him. He is vibrating at the exact frequency of failure and desperation. But when the Creator wakes up, he feels dangerous. He wakes up with absolute certainty burning in his chest. His subconscious has spent the night aligning with the frequency of massive wealth. He sees opportunities where others see only massive obstacles. He moves through the world as a magnetic force, and the universe has absolutely no choice but to richly reward him. Do you see the difference now? Listen to me carefully. You cannot expect a life of abundance if you hold on to a mind of scarcity. You cannot outsmart the laws of the universe. The universe does not care how hard you work physically, because it only responds to the energetic signature you broadcast into the void. You are getting exactly what you transmit. The average man will hear this truth and get angry. He wants to blame the government or his boss for his lack of money. He refuses to take accountability for his own mental sloppiness. But you are not the average man. You are here because you are ready to stop making excuses. You are ready to strip away the weak habits of the masses forever and claim your true power. It is time to draw a line in the sand. You must completely eradicate the drifter identity from your nervous system. You can no longer afford the luxury of a negative thought before bed. Every time you worry, you are literally spending your future wealth. Worry is just negative goal setting, and you are actively paying for a nightmare you do not want to live in. The Titans understood that their mind was a sacred temple. They treated their nighttime routine with religious devotion. They did not leave their subconscious programming to chance. They knew that a disorganized mind leads to a disorganized bank account. Order in the mind creates order in physical reality, while chaos in the mind guarantees a life of financial ruin. You now know the Titan secret. You understand the profound difference between the man who drifts and the man who commands. The drifter leaves his mind unguarded to be poisoned by the world. The Creator locks the gate and issues a direct order of abundance. You think you are losing your mind because life feels so incredibly hard right now, but you are only losing your old programming. The transition from a drifter to a creator happens in a single moment. It happens the exact second you decide to take control of your sleep frequency. But knowing this concept is absolutely not enough to change your bank account. You must install a specific protocol into your daily life. You need a ruthless system to protect your mind every night, ensuring that your subconscious is always working in your favor. This is where philosophy ends and execution begins. The drifter will stop here because the actual work terrifies him, but the Creator steps forward into the unknown. Now, you must learn the exact mental ritual that changes reality. You must learn how to speak directly to your subconscious contractor. Prepare yourself for the ultimate shift, because everything you thought you knew about hard work is about to change. We have talked about the theory of the mind. Now we must put this profound knowledge into brutal practice. The drifter will stop listening right here because he is absolutely terrified of the difficult work required to change his miserable life. But the Creator leans in and demands the protocol. This is your exact nightly ritual to reprogram your financial reality. You must follow these sacred instructions with absolute and unbending discipline. Step 1 is the complete isolation of your energy. 30 minutes before you sleep, you must turn off every single screen in your house. You cannot build a massive empire while you are mindlessly consuming the digital garbage of the distracted masses who live in fear. The news and the social feeds are designed to keep you weak. You must cut them out of your life entirely tonight. You must become the ruthless gatekeeper of your mental temple. Now you lie down and begin to slow your physical body. You feel the heavy weight of the day leaving your tired muscles. Your breathing becomes very slow and deeply deliberate. You are intentionally guiding your brain down into the sacred theta state while the conscious guard of your mind finally steps aside for the night. The vault of your subconscious mind is slowly opening. It is fully prepared to receive your ultimate commands. You must not just listen to my words passively. I command you to feel this shift happening in your body right now. Take a deep breath and release the tension holding your jaw tight. Let the anxiety of your unpaid bills completely dissolve into the quiet darkness, because that weak fear does not serve your massive vision anymore. You are stripping away the old drifter identity piece by piece. You are making room for the architect to emerge. You must listen to my voice very carefully. You must consciously forgive the bitter failures of your day. If you made a mistake at work, you must release it instantly. Do not carry the toxic energy of defeat into your sleep cycle, because defeat is merely data for the architect of destiny to use later. You sweep the floor of your mind completely clean. You prepare a blank canvas for the new wealth protocol. With your mind clear and your body paralyzed, you speak to the contractor. Your subconscious is waiting for its strict nightly orders. It wants to know exactly what it needs to build while you rest. This is where you deploy the ultimate power of your focused intention, and you refuse to let any doubt contaminate the sacred instruction. You absolutely do not wish for more money. Wishing is the weak language of the beggar, and you are a king. I want you to say this aloud right now. I am a powerful and undeniable money magnet. Let the vibration of those specific words settle deep into your chest. You are not hoping to attract wealth someday in the distant future, but you are declaring that your physical body is already generating a massive magnetic force. Wealth is naturally drawn to your specific energetic signature. You pull it toward you with absolute ease. You must say it until your cells literally vibrate with the truth. The conscious mind might try to call you a liar at first. Ignore that weak voice completely and keep your focus locked in. You are deep in the theta state, and you bypass the logical filter entirely, delivering this command straight to the core of your being. I am a truly powerful and magnetic force. You repeat it slowly and deliberately in your mind. Let the absolute certainty wash over your entire reality. Now you issue the second command to your deep mind. I command you to say this with immense power. Wealth is my natural state of physical existence. Poverty is a terrifying disease invented by the broken systems of men, and it is a completely unnatural condition for a sovereign creator like you. You were born to experience total abundance in every single area. Financial struggle is no longer acceptable in your new empire. Every time you speak these words, you carve a new neural pathway. Your brain is physically changing inside your skull right now. You are building the mental infrastructure required to hold massive fortunes. The drifter sleeps in terrible fear of the coming tomorrow, while you sleep in total dominion over the events of your future life. You are the bold architect of a brand new lineage. Your family name will be associated with immense, undeniable power. Issue the third and final command right now. I command massive abundance to flow into my life automatically. Notice the deliberate choice of your powerful words right here. You do not ask the universe for permission to be a rich man, but you demand it loudly as your natural and undeniable birthright. The universe absolutely does not respect weak hesitation. It only yields to the man who knows exactly what he wants. Now we move to the final step of this ritual. Words alone are powerful, but they must be married to a clear vision. You must hand the subconscious contractor a perfect visual blueprint tonight. See the exact amount of money you desire clearly in your mind, and watch the bright numbers shining boldly on your digital bank statement. Make the image razor sharp and completely undeniable to yourself. Hold the picture steady, without letting it fade away. Act as if the wealth has already arrived today. Feel the profound relief of having every single debt paid off forever. Feel the heavy burden completely lift from your tired human shoulders. You must capture the specific emotion of true financial freedom in your chest, because emotion is the ultimate fuel that accelerates the entire manifestation process. Hold that specific feeling tightly in your brave heart. Do not let the fear creep back into the light. You bathe in this feeling of extreme gratitude and deep relief. You completely stop worrying about how the money will finally manifest. The how is the sacred job of the universe and your subconscious mind, while your only human job is to provide the destination. You hand the brilliant blueprint over to the tireless contractor. While your physical body rests, your mind is actively hunting. The drifter wastes his night, while the creator builds his kingdom. The time for passive listening is absolutely over. You have finally heard the profound universal law tonight. You now know that every single excuse you have ever made was nothing but a shadow. The invisible enemy has been completely exposed tonight. It is no longer a mystery why you have struggled so hard. You have been fighting your own misprogrammed mind for years. But tonight that bitter fight comes to an abrupt and final end. You stand at the most critical crossroads of your entire life. You are holding the sharp sword of your own awareness. Will you use it to cut the chains of your heavy past? Or will you drop it and return to the comfortable misery of the average man? The choice is entirely yours to make right now. The drifter will hear this profound truth and do absolutely nothing. He will close his tired eyes and let the world dictate his destiny once again. He is perfectly comfortable playing the eternal victim. He loves to complain about the terrible economy, but you did not come here to be average. You came here to claim your rightful throne as a creator. You must kill the weak version of yourself right now. I demand that you stop negotiating with your own deep fears. Poverty is not a noble condition that you must endure. It is a terrible mental disease that you must violently eradicate from your nervous system. You will not tolerate this disease in your life for one more single day. This suffering ends completely right here and right now. You must listen to me carefully right now. The universe is waiting for your final answer. It does not respond to your weak hopes or your empty wishes. It only responds to your absolute and unwavering command. When you make a true decision, the entire fabric of reality must bend to accommodate your new frequency. But you must be the one to make that brave choice. You must look your fear directly in the face and say no. There will be absolutely no more small thinking. There will be no more letting extreme anxiety write the script of your life. That pathetic chapter of your history is officially over forever. A brand new chapter begins in this exact moment with a permanent decision. You are stepping into the quiet and undeniable power of the 1%. Feel the immense power surging through your body right now. You are not the victim of a cruel world. You are the sovereign commander of your mental architecture. Every single thought you choose to hold tonight is a brick in your new empire. You are building a massive fortress of wealth that no economic storm can ever tear down. You have finally become a totally untouchable force. This is the exact moment of your profound transformation. The invisible season of your difficult struggle has finally prepared you for this massive harvest. You have paid the heavy price in quiet pain. Now it is time for you to collect your massive reward. But you must demand it with the absolute authority of a king reclaiming his lost kingdom. Stand up and claim what is rightfully yours. Do not let this sacred feeling slip away into the dark night. You must anchor this powerful frequency deep into your physical reality immediately. Action is the only bridge between the invisible world of thought and the physical world of money. If you walk away without taking decisive action, you will immediately slip back into the deadly drift. You cannot afford to lose this incredible momentum. This brings us to your final and most important test. Are you truly ready to commit your life to this supreme frequency? If you are ready to command your destiny, you must seal your decision right now in the physical world. I command you to write your definite chief aim in the comments below. You must state your exact intention for the entire universe to see. Write down exactly what you demand to manifest. Speak it into existence with total, absolute certainty. These will not be just words typed on a digital screen. They will be the unbreakable contract you sign with your own destiny tonight. Let every person who reads your vow witness the incredible birth of a brand new, unstoppable creator. You must step boldly into the brilliant light today. When you type those words, you are permanently burning the ships. You are telling your subconscious mind that there is absolutely no turning back to the old life of poverty. You are locking the gates of your temple forever. The weak drifter identity is completely dead forever. The architect of destiny has taken the wheel. Write your sacred vow below and claim your ultimate financial freedom. But one single declaration is not enough to build a massive empire. The subconscious requires constant and relentless repetition to build a new world. The old programming of fear has had decades to ruin your mind. You must systematically overwrite it with this new truth every single day. This profound knowledge will not serve you if you hear it only once. The noise of tomorrow will try to erase it. Therefore, I command you to listen to this exact lesson again and again. You must play this frequency every single night as you drift into the deep theta state. Let my voice be the final sound you hear before you surrender to sleep. Let these powerful principles be the only voice you ever tolerate inside your head. You must make this practice a strict religious habit. You will play it as you sleep, and you will play it as you work. You will bathe your fragile mind in this supreme frequency until your body completely believes it. Repetition is the absolute mother of all permanent change. You will program your mind with this specific truth until your physical reality has no choice but to richly reward your massive discipline. You must subscribe to this channel right now if this path belongs to you. This is not a request for your casual attention. This is a call to join the elite ranks of those who totally refuse to drift. We are a silent tribe of powerful builders who demand total excellence. We do not complain, and we absolutely do not beg. We command reality to bend to our disciplined minds. Share this message with the specific person who is building an empire alongside you. Do not share it with the weak drifters who will only mock your grand vision. Send it to the man who refuses to live an average life. You must surround yourself with the supreme frequency of absolute victory. Together, you will become an entirely unstoppable magnetic force. Your old life of struggle is officially over tonight. The heavy chains of scarcity have been completely shattered. You are now the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. You will never again let a negative thought decide your financial future. You are a powerful magnetic force, and massive wealth is constantly hunting you down. You may sleep now in total absolute peace.